Bon dia, mundo. I'm up and out of bed. Jay is here and he is having cuddles with Story. Had a very good night with her last night. Very pleased. It was long, but it was 80% better than the first night, so feeling positive about that. Both of us have had our breakfasts, me and Story, and we're just waiting for the paediatric doctor to come and do her check over before hopefully we're allowed to take baby home. She had her first vaccination this morning, so that's done. And we were given her little vaccination booklet, so we'll keep that with us. Hopefully it won't be too long before we get discharged.
Oh no, bad news, isn't it, Story? You have to stay for another night. Sasha's just gone outside. She's not feeling very good. She had her heart set on going home today. She's been in this room all by herself at night for the last 3 days now. It's all getting a bit too much. We spoke to a doctor and a specialist and they basically said that she's in perfect health, she's absolutely fine. She's just lost maybe like 10 grams of weight instead of gaining. And the doctor basically said that at any point now there'll be like a click and she'll start gaining weight. She's at that kind of leveled out point, but because she hasn't gone on the upward movement just yet, they don't feel comfortable to say it's all good. They said you can go, it's up to you, it's your responsibility, but just because of the traumatic circumstances that have led to us being in here in the first place, one more night doesn't seem like such a bad price to pay. It's easier for me to say because I go home and I, go back to what we know, but Sasha's been stuck in here on her own. I can't ever fully understand what this is going to be like because she's fully responsible for feeding her at the moment and looking after her. And every time something doesn't go right, it feels like a reflection on something that she's done, which it isn't. So, baby is still healthy. It's just the doctors don't know if they can 100% sign off on it, and it's our choice. So that's why we chose to stay one more night. Sasha's just kind of getting a breath of fresh air because she hasn't been outside at all. This is today's lunch. Looks like there's some tofu pieces in there, right?
Yeah, looks like tofu and rice.
Is it hot?
Yeah, this is always hot. The soups always come cold.
Yeah. Is that a thing in Portugal, cold soups? Soupers or soapers? I never remember now. We had a specialist and a doctor come in separate times just earlier, and the specialist said that her feet looked like they had some cracks in them and they were dehydrated, so she needed to stay. But then the doctor came in and said that's absolutely normal and she should go. Sorry, the paediatrician. He was like, that's absolutely normal for a baby of this age. So we made our decision based on the dehydration comment. I'm going to stay until 8 o'clock. Doctor, paediatrician is going to come and check again and make sure that she's putting on weight and she's drinking the milk properly. And then basically we can be discharged tomorrow, and if she needs any kind of supplemented formula or whatnot, we will decide about that and get it done. So that's story. Oh, you don't like my voice? We are going to do a first bath. You ready for a story bath? You're going to hate this. Okay, baby girl. I know you don't like it. It's difficult getting used to being the one causing all the crying. But she needs to be washed and I need to learn how to do it. Every day I'm learning how to move her body around in certain ways that won't hurt her. I think she's actually more resilient than I thought newborns would be. I've always thought that they'd be really fragile, but apart from the head, they're pretty rigid. Every time you put your hand behind her head to pick her up and move her around, the rest of her kind of goes stiff, so it's quite easy to pick up a baby, much easier than I thought it would be. We've just been saying how we can't wait to get her back home so we can start to feel how we wanted to feel relaxed and just be in the house. Sash has to do all of this at night on her own and it's difficult. Despite the lovely view, it's still a hospital and it's not the environment that we wanted to do this in, but never mind, it's not important. Those days will come, we'll be back with Eden. We thought it would be today, but it's looking like it's going to be tomorrow now. I have to say though, the staff in this hospital have been very good. The English spoken is pretty good by most of the staff as well. There's only a couple of people that can't communicate at all, but everybody else has been very informative and very helpful in helping us get through this traumatic time, and just very impressed with the Portuguese hospital in general. That was one of the reasons why we chose Coimbra in the first place. It's meant to have some of the best hospitals in the entire country, so that if this exact scenario came about, we would be in good hands. So I think we made a good choice moving to this part of the country. It's a bonus that it's so beautiful too. Sasha's dinner tonight looks like some kind of lasagna.
Yes, it's a vegetable lasagna with green beans.
Tasty.
It's the best one yet.
Everything gradually getting better.
Oh no, last night was horrible.
Oh yeah, it was like some mushrooms with...
Just plain tin mushrooms with plain rice and cold cauliflower.
Yeah, that didn't look nice. We just did a double team feed. We got this baby completely full of milk. If there's anybody out there that's thinking to do any breastfeeding, it can be quite complicated, and that book that we bought, The Miskin Method, is invaluable. It's got loads of really good tips in it, and it actually helped us to discover a new position tonight which works really well. So when I'm not here, Sasha doesn't need my hands helping in any way. So definitely recommend that book. It's dark outside now, so my thoughts are going to Eden. I'll be back soon. I'm gonna give her a little run around the garden. It'll be in the dark, but I'll get some torchlight out there. I'm going to feed her good, I'm going to rub her sides. I just want her to feel loved. I miss that dog. I've got a picture of her on my phone. A new little baby. Oh! Why do you do that? She always does these little startled jumps. I was going to say, they're looking very relaxed. Okay, scratch mitts on. I'm going to head home. Alright, it's one more night now. Just one night, and then we'll be all together as a family.
Okay.
Bye. Dog! What item are you going to bring me? Ooh, chocolate donuts. Chocolate donuts. Good girl. Oh, I missed you eating the dog. I missed you eating the dog. You're a big black blob. You do that? Is that nice? Yeah, good girl. You didn't eat your treat. Why didn't you eat your treat? What? That's too good a behaviour, Eden. Come on, you can eat it. I left it there for you. I'll add her food to it. She can have a treat on her dinner. Plonk. All right, Eden, do you want it hot or cold? I think you're too desperate, aren't you? Where's your bone? Wow. Wow. That is amazing, Eden. You deserve all the food. I managed to get one of my projects finished for a client the other day, so I'm really pleased with that. I was up until 2 AM doing that. So tonight is all about my work, getting the Tiny Moments video done so we can be ready to publish our birth video. You've already seen that by now, but for me, here in the past, it's a little bit confusing because of the timeline of the videos. So that's my goal for tonight. And then I've got several vlogs to edit too. So please hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed today. We are both very excited about coming back to the house tomorrow with baby. So look forward to that, and we will see you then. Bye.